Quick disclaimer before beginning, this video will contain sensitive topics such as grooming and CSAM, which are both very serious topics and will be handled with the respect that they deserve. And also, this is not my normal content. I don't plan to make any more drama videos about anything Fangan related after this. But if you do have other content, do stick around, but those are the main two disclaimers I wanted to get across. March 30th, 2026. I have no idea what I was doing that day, but that's when this whole thing began for me. But just near the end, at 2 AM turning into March 31st, I'm British, I got informed by a friend that a Project Eden's Garden voice actor was a PDF and the team covered it up. Naturally, I had to ask for more information because, well, I mean, he just said that out of the blue, and so he does. Granted, this document did get an update hours later because the format was rushed, but as of then, this was just a single doc. I'll be reading the updated one because it has all the information needed. Also, it was before everything that we found on the 2nd of April, which we will get to after this. The document basically confirms that there was an age gap between the victim and Faza. I think it was like 5 or 6 years. Faza's age is specific here. But it was between 19 to 20 compared to the victim who just turned 15. Also confirming he sent sexually explicit material to the minor, and also having images of similar material with the minor. It's also shown here that the victim didn't say all of this out of fear of possible consequences. Also, when people naturally asked about the relationship, either A, they used the permission from parents arguments, or B, and the worst one, Faza told the victim to hide the age gap from people to not arouse suspicion. Which I don't think that this needs saying, but you only do that in very shady situations. If you have to hide how old your partner is, I have to raise an eyebrow because there are so many bad actors nowadays, and this is clearly no exception. After proving their ages and also showing how public the relationship was, we see screenshots of Soazi. These screenshots are already grossly negligent, but this is even the worst of it. We'll get to that very soon. But first, Faza made an apology, which I had the displeasure of watching or listening to. It's a black screen, which is the corniest thing ever. But I still have the time, and I watched it live on my computer on April 1st. So I'll tell you my thoughts on the apology in that video. We're off to a good start. It's a black screen. Oh, that's corny.
Hello everyone, this is Faza. I'm posting this to give some clarification regarding something that's a topic that's been circulating around. And I hope this gives closure and sort of clarification, I guess. I don't want to elongate this for too long, so I'm going to go straight to the point.
It's 8 minutes.
First of all, there has been a document that has been circulating recently, and I've been just been recently informed regarding me and my past relationship with certain someone named. That relationship has ended.
Did he just say her name? Did he just say her name? Please tell me the answer is no. This is cartoonishly stupid.
Around 2022 or 2023, which is 3 to 4 years ago, so it's been long. And we broke up on good terms, but since then, yeah, we haven't been in contact each other since, so we wouldn't know that this was circulating, especially to me. But luckily I was informed quickly enough so I can quickly record something to clear up the air, get some give you guys some closure. So the big elephant in the room, which is the age gap between me, which is definitely questionable. I dated her when she was 15, and I dated when I was 18 or 19, which can be seen as shocking, which I understand. When I started talking intensely with, I wasn't knowledgeable about her age at all, because we were just talking.
This guy just told me I didn't know she was 15. No, this is borderline. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, no, I'm done. Life is not worth living.
Talking, playing games, we're hanging out, and we started taking interest with each other. And I wasn't knowledgeable of her age up to the point where we confessed to our feelings, and that's where we had to clarify some things when we confessed. First, the first thing we have to clarify and make sure it's okay is the age gap, of course. For context, the age of consent in Indonesia is 15, and I think Portugal is somewhat similar. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'll just check right now. The age of sexual consent in Portugal is 14 years old for both heterosexual and homosexual acts.
But of course, to the standards of other people, that can be seen as different. That can be seen differently. Sorry. So,
well, yes. If you want my honest opinion, even from someone who was born in the UK, where the age of consent here is 16, I personally think that the age of consent should be 18.
so we knew that this was gonna be somewhat of an ordeal if we're somehow to got out.
Shit.
But we asked our parents individually about what do they think about our relationship, and thankfully at the time they were okay with it, so we decided to pursue that relationship.
My family was never a realization of transparency, sake, keep to live the best way people go for a case. Yeah, from what we know, that's entirely false.
But because of the age gap, we didn't really choose to display our relationship much in our social media, at least. Yes, we did post some things about our couples drawings and other stuff like that. But besides that, we didn't do anything too publicly.
That's pretty public if you ask me.
And ever since we broke up as well, because we're both, we're fine. We broke on good terms. Don't worry, nothing really bad happened between us. And even after we talked, even after we broke up, we talked a bit as well, and we kind of catched up upon our lives. And it's sad for me for something like this to hinder our performance. And
oh, it's sad for you. It's sad for you. Oh, it's so sad that I got outed as a groomer. Oh no, woe is me. People figured out I'm a shitty person.
Our growth, intent of hurting all the.
You hit the fucking age gap. Hiding the age gap is intentionally trying to make sure people don't find out about your shady relationship.
Our relationship, I deeply cared for her. I tried my best to make her happy.
It was also around this point that Aji announced the situation to TikTok, and she said she'd be stepping out as Toshiko's BA, which is completely understandable.
And to clear up any confusion about my current stance in the project, I am no longer voicing Toshiko Kaeda. I contacted Julie this morning to tell him that I am no longer comfortable working on the project and I am stepping down.
The rest of the document was mostly just Baz's over to socials and the PJ members' response to the whole situation, which shockingly turned out to be foreshadowing. Now, the doc was published to the world, and the PJ team quickly responded with one response. Now, this one was hastily made after the document, but holy mother of God, this response sucked. We are aware of the recent allegations regarding a member of our voice acting cast. Who? What character do they play? What did they do and what was the allegation? These are not questions I should be asking in a response. That by default makes it about response. It's too vague. So naturally after some backlash, and also the updated document, they updated the apology. Also, by this point, Aji stepped down as the voice actress of Toshiko, which is honestly fair because holy mother of God, that situation for her being ignored about concerns for a minor when she herself was a minor at the time was a very bad look for the team. The new apology was actually much better formatted, and the apology was also we also apologized for the previous PR sounding response that they made. All in all, a neat ending. All that needs to be done is just a few recasts, new head writer, and we can go from there. Huh? You know we have lots of runtime left in this video, right? April 2nd changes a lot. After watching Mario Galaxy, of course, that film was peak. The Kyokuro Twitter, of all things, decides to retweet the apology, saying that Taco knew about the lies and linked a Google Drive which showed us Soazi, Fire, and Taco and how they handled the situation. And I can't even try to make anything witty out of this. The way these three took the situation was borderline sickening. Now, if my understanding of the chronological order is correct, they're discussing this obviously after the accusation, but also after the possibility of confirmation, I don't really know between the two, of a leaked sprite of Kara. The main reason I'm saying this is that there is a mention of a leaked asset in the drive. And not only did Soazi not say what Faza was accused of, which I'm pretty sure was like, okay blood, you're being a bit vague here, which is said by Fire of all people, they called the people behind it little children, and also made jokes about recasting her over it. Son, brother, I don't even have anything funny to say to rectify my disgust. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Also, the fact y'all took a sprite leak more seriously than grooming allegations? I don't even know how this is real anymore. Why are we treating a sprite leak like it's a whole ass Danganronpa case, but someone in your team mentions a potential groomer, and you not only ignore them, but also accuse them of leaking a sprite because of the fact that you ignored them, and are taking that more seriously? Priorities aren't even out the window by this point, they're out of the fucking planet, because genuinely how? The fact they used the fucking Wayback Machine, which wouldn't be a problem on its own, not connected to this drama obviously, if they didn't chastise Aji for the same thing, and even hiring a personal investigator over it, or at the very least, considering it. I don't even know what is happening anymore in this situation. Now, it should be noted that the reason OP partook in this kind of behavior was because Tako and Soazi were lying to them by not revealing what Faza was accused of, which resulted in information being withheld from them, which I completely get. They just took this as another random thing and not like a serious situation because of the gross negligence that Soazi and Tako did. Now, what happened after this came out? A lot. Tako and Fire were removed from the team. Jubei's inclusion is still unknown to me, but I'm going to assume that they're there because of information check reasons. Hi, Iwajuba from one day before the video drops here. I want to explain the whole distrust of Jubei point real quick, because it sounds baseless in this context. So, I'm going to go through this. So, when discussing this with a pen group, I began wondering to myself what Jubei's involvement in the group chat could be, with nothing lining up. One idea that I had was that Jubei was there to check if the evidence that was true from the OP who made the Google document. However, there is a few problems with that. Not only would that make the Google Drive pointless, as if Jubei knew this, he could be the one announcing it, but it also does explain the quote tweets afterwards where he says thanks for bringing this to our attention, even though being in the group chat should have brought that attention to begin with. Also, in Google Drive, it says that Jubei was there in the present day, but no presence in the situation itself, though he was in the group chat at the time, which, as I know, makes sense, since, as we know, Jubei has like no involvement in the situation whatsoever. But the tribe discussion, as I said earlier, says that Jubei was in the group chat around the time the leak happened, which now makes me think that Jubei had some kind of involvement in it. I don't know, there are just so many confusing things about Jubei being in this group chat. If I had to make an educated guess based on the logic so far, I'm going to guess that it's somewhat like the OP of the Google Drive, where there were two not told about the allegations and likely assumed it was something minor and not grooming like it turned out to be. But at the same time, I'm not certain. Jubei being in the group chat at the same time as everyone else makes me super goddamn skeptical. But if there's anything that says otherwise, I got an ear out to hear it. I got so many comments again about the situation in my previous video about this series. Popular Danganronpa crews unlisted their content about the game. The tab order apparently got leaked, but I'm not going to show it because, one, I said that it is, apparently, since I am myself and I'm sure, and, also, two, I'm kind of not interested in getting a personal visit from a personal investigator myself. The BO lead quit. And speaking of voice actors quitting, Sabrina quit, Wyango quit, Dakota quit, Carlos quit, Brooke Johnson quit, Daison quit, Kevin Gerard quit, and Hannah Majors quit, as far as I know. I don't know if there's more, but that's all that I was able to document. Let me know if I missed anyone else on Twitter or down below in the comments. Regardless, out of the 17 confirmed BAs, since Mars BA, as far as I know, is still just her auditions, 10 of them have dropped out. That is just over half of them. Oh yeah, this shit also blew up on Twitter. Like, normally when I see shit trending there, it's usually just like 1,000 posts. Not 17,000! Anyways, that was a big mess, but the final thing I wanted to talk about in this situation was the response that Tako made. Now, Tako did delete their account, that is true, but a friend sent it in Discord, which still gives me access to the link of the response. So, here we go. First of all, bro, link the damn thing properly. Control plus K is free, you know. It comes with your goddamn keyboard. Also, most of this isn't even about the damn situation itself. It was Taco who explained the whole, oh, I wanted to get a proper investigator thing. Because when you own a successful fangan, you have to become a narcissist by default. I don't know why, but that is an insanely common starter pack. Now, after that, as far as I know, that seems to be it. I asked my GC where we discussed this, and as far as I know, this is where it currently ends. There is also a petition to blacklist Baza in Indonesian areas, since that is his place of like work. I'm not really certain on other country stuff. I'm British, but I will be linking that in the description. Please do sign it. I hopefully have signed it, but I'm not really familiar with change.org, and my boomer status is catching up to me. So if I haven't, let me know as soon as possible. My name should be this on it. So yeah, that's really about it. I'm also on Twitter, and also there's also the comment section. So if I did miss something, which I very likely have given how much happened, do let me know in the comments or ping me on Twitter and I'll get to it as soon as possible with a pinned comment with updated information. Now, do I see any hope in this fangan making a comeback? Admittedly, no. I'm not even trying to be bleak, but like, consider its current state. A lot of people in it have dropped out, but let's pretend they open a casting call club for more BAs and also other stuff like writers. This is like the biggest fangan in recent memory, with arguably the most stuff poured into it. And it's also recognized by the official people behind Danganronpa. It's guaranteed that people will recognize it and link it back to this situation, considering how big it blew up. And if people do get roles, and they do get more rights, and they make an update video, people will still link it back to the situation. There's a situation where you could come back from a drama, but having your now former director hide a criminal and take a leak more seriously than grooming? I don't think you could come back from that. It does genuinely suck, because this project genuinely seemed cool, despite all the gripes I had, but I don't think any other situation is likely, regardless of what they do. I really don't think they stand a chance. But yeah, that basically summarizes my thoughts on this situation. I don't plan to make another video on it. All updates will be in a pinned comment. Quite frankly, this will be the last thing I'll ever do in the Danganronpa fandom, because I truly do not like it whatsoever, and I want out of it as soon as possible. If there's any updates, let me know on Twitter or through the comments. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.